how's everyone doing? Hopping on a quick live. It's nice to see everybody. I'm just sipping some tea and just figure we can chat a bit. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I hope that the microphone is getting picked up and it's not going through the phone. Awesome. Rewatching vids. Yeah, guys, it's been a while. It's nice to be back, and you know, it's been a lot going on. 2025 was a crazy year. I don't know how it was for you guys. Yeah, a lot was going on, and yeah, everything is going good. It was a busy day today. Lots of chores and such. I'm tired. It's like midnight. I've been going to bed a little earlier lately, trying to. So I get pretty tired. Thank you, Morgan. It's nice to be back. This looks different. The interface is different. The little like number 1 and number 2 symbols. I don't know what any of that is. Yeah, guys, I have big plans for 2026. Hopefully, post a lot more YouTube stuff. 8 a.m. for me. Where are you, Happy Dilf? Happy Dilfs, I think it says. I can't read it that far away. I can tell my eyes are starting to go. Yeah, it's quiet. If it's, I love these hurricane windows. It keeps it nice and quiet in here. 10:41 in Texas. Yeah, you're an hour behind. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the last video. It's I guess similar to most of my videos. Yes, I remember you. Hello, Ion. Hi, everyone. Hello, on YK Story. Hello. More YouTube content, please. Sure, I'm going to try my best. Yes, I missed you guys all very much. Missed you guys. I've been watching other people's lives, and nobody else talks about anything either, so I feel like I'll just come on here and sip my tea. We can chat a little bit. Hello from Greece. What's your opinion on the recent ice shootings in Minnesota? Oh boy, that would be dangerous for me to get political on this channel. That's one thing I haven't really touched on too much. Well, a little bit maybe. It's like nowadays, if you say, you can kind of tell like what party or like what political affiliation people are by asking like just one question. It seems like it's like really, it didn't used to be like that. I remember like, you know, maybe a decade or so ago, it was just kind of like a lot of people would say like, I don't care about politics, and most people didn't care. Now like everybody has, you know, everyone has an opinion on kind of like everything now, and then it's like either one opinion or the other. So it's, I know like in my family, there's like people with different opinions, and it's just always like an argument, you know. I love talking about politics, I really do. I wish it was more acceptable to talk about, but people get really, I don't know, people get offended really easily, you know, and people get kind of like, and you know, everyone has different feelings about stuff. That was my political rant. Your blessed. What's up? Hey, what's going on? Let's not get into politics. I come to you, escape the world, and relax. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why I will not say anything beyond that. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Your support symbol ASMR videos are my favorite. Yeah, I always feel like I'm apologizing for talking about sports, but guys, it's probably the thing I'm most passionate about. I love sports. I love football. I really do. You guys know that. I don't talk too much about basketball or baseball or I do enjoy hockey a lot too, but I will say I'm a little bit of a new hockey fan. So it just doesn't hit me quite like football does. There's just something about NFL football that Sunday night football, the playoffs, the Super Bowl, every 49er game. I can't look away. And football, I've said before, it's the perfect sport for someone with ADHD or something, because it's like you run a play and it lasts for like 10 seconds, and then there's like 45 seconds to a minute, where the guys huddle up and they talk about the next play, and it's like you have time to like look at your phone, send a quick text, watch a couple TikTok videos, So whereas like hockey or soccer or basketball is kind of more like it's like nonstop action, so you have to kind of be paying really close attention. So baseball and football kind of, to me, have that aspect of like you can kind of not pay attention at certain points. Pick for the Super Bowl, Steven Jenkins. I have to say, this is the weirdest Final Four teams I've ever seen. The Rams and Seahawks. I never would have guessed the Seahawks would be in the NFC Championship. It blows my mind, but the Rams are good. They're hard. It's hard to bet against the Rams. The AFC is to me is like a circus, because you have the Broncos, who are a really good team, but they don't have their starting quarterback. So there's no way they're going to win that game against New England. So it's got to be New England, and I don't know. It's funny because regardless of whether it's the Rams or the Seahawks, it's gonna still be a Super Bowl rematch, because both of those matchups have happened. So I'm just gonna say Rams and Patriots. I think that's what it's gonna be, and then probably the Rams will win. I hope they don't, but if I had to put money on it, I guess I would choose the Rams. Am I still a 49ers fan? Yeah, definitely. We got knocked out of the playoffs last week to the stinking Seahawks. So, I was bitter for about 12 hours. But guys, I've moved on, and I'm already starting to see the rumors that the Niners might get like Justin Jefferson or maybe Max Crosby. That would make me feel a lot better. Thank you for creating good vibes. It helps me a lot at night. Awesome, Christian. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, it's I love making these videos, guys, and the comments you guys leave, like they're the best. I say this kind of jokingly, but I honestly, some of the comments, they're so nice that I'm like, dude, these have to be AI generated. Like, there's no way you guys are this nice. Like, there's no way that my videos are that good. But no, you guys are amazing. Like, thank you for like all the kind words. And yeah, like I didn't post for a while, and I got a lot of comments just popping up on my phone of like, is he dead and stuff like that. And once I started seeing that, I was like, okay, I gotta make a comeback, because yeah, I'm alive, guys. Watching the Patty fight right now. Oh yeah, I kept seeing ads for that. Is that do I have to pay for that? I have no idea. I feel like I won't be able to watch it unless I illegally stream it somehow. This is my first time catching one of your lives. Well, welcome. I can't guarantee if there's going to be any more. But yeah, it's every once in a while. Can I do another cereal vid? Yes, Morgan, I can. I have honestly not eaten cereal in a very long time. And actually the reason for that is I actually love cereal. I eat too much of it, so if I have the box, I'll eat like 4 bowls, and it's not good for the health goals. Do ASMR? Well, that's a good question. Oh, quite a while ago. I mean, I made this channel like 3 years ago, but I had been listening to ASMR for a while before that, so maybe 10 years. I'm not too sure actually. What's the weather like? Yeah, I am in Florida. It's very, very nice. This is the time of year. I'm gonna switch to a little soft speaking because to anybody who's ever whispered for a long period of time, it's kind of hard on the throat. So yeah, the weather is really, really nice. I mean, it's Florida. If you've been to Florida, you know that it's very nice year round. And for us, it's the complete opposite of most of the country where, you know, the winter is, everyone dreads it. But in Florida, we love the winter. It's the best. It's nice and cool. And it's, you know, it's very comfortable. And it doesn't rain that much, so it's kind of the opposite out here. The wintertime is just amazing. I love your licorice video. Thank you. It's on Paramount Plus if you have it. It's -5 Celsius, and it's been so cold. Man, oh man, yeah. The most of the U.S. is very, very cold. I have some coworkers. Well, you know, I work from home, so I have some coworkers in Minnesota and Boston, and it's, my God, it's their weather sucks. It's crazy. And I've lived in California and I've lived in Florida, so I've never experienced snow for more than, you know, a week going on vacation. Yeah, I've never lived anywhere else, so snow for me is just, you know, it's fun to visit and go snowboarding, but it's hard for me to rationalize in my brain, you know, that you would choose, like, spend one winter in Florida, or California, or I guess any, you know, really anywhere in the South, or maybe like the Southwest, and yeah, tell me that you're sad about not, you know, scooping snow from your driveway. I'm not trying to talk smack. I know it's just the reality for a lot of people, but for me, I just don't. I don't really think too much about it. Oh, what if we lived in a snowy area? It's just, I don't think too much about it. Page turning videos, gum chewing, yeah, that's, I do want to try some different things. Not necessarily eating all the time, but I will say I have trouble thinking of other things to do other than eating, because those are the types of videos I like. But I will say, guys, I don't know if you, let me know what you guys think of this, but I have been obsessed with a type of video lately, and I'm curious if you guys like these, but it's basically just cigar smoking and whiskey drinking. So it'll just be someone, and they pull out a cigar, and they pull it out of the wrapper, and they cut it, and they light it, and they smoke it, and it's just like a lot of different sounds, and then they smoke the cigar, and they take a sip of whiskey, and then they like read a book or something. It's just, it's good stuff, and there's something about this, like the smoking sounds and like the whiskey sound, I do enjoy. So I've been watching like just that lately. Like, I haven't even been watching eating videos myself at all, because I love to relax with ASMR too. I'm not, you know, a hypocrite. Like, I'm also a ASMR consumer just like you guys are, but I, you know, I have kind of gotten away. Well, no, that's not true. I still watch eating videos, but I'm kind of more into like drinking sounds and smoking sounds right now. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's a phase. The thing is, I don't smoke. I don't like smoke cigarettes, vape, anything like that. So it's not something I would necessarily do. I don't know if it exists, like something where you can just, almost like a water vapor type thing, where you could kind of smoke it and feel like you're smoking, but not actually be causing any damage. That would be cool. So I love those sounds. What is it? I think you would go great with that. Cigar and whiskey. Yeah, I actually don't, I haven't been drinking either. I've become quite the prude, guys, but part of it is just to support the health goals and the fitness goals. And part of it is just, now that I'm in my mid 30s, it's, I get so hungover. Do you guys get crazy hungover when you drink? Because it's, I have to tell myself now, anytime I want to drink, because anytime I watch a sporting event, I always want to have like a beer or something, or like a margarita or something like that. But I always have to tell myself, dude, you're gonna regret it, because I always do. And I've learned with myself, this is not true for everyone, but this is true for me. I get about an hour of pleasure when I drink. It's like there's like that peak of like, oh man, I feel great. I'm super social. Like I'm talking to people. Hey, you're my best friend. And then after that hour, it kind of goes one of two ways. Either I sober up or I get really sick. And either way, I'm going to have a headache the next day. So it's kind of not worth it for me. But I've always been a little bit of not a lightweight, but I think I've always been someone who didn't quite handle their alcohol that well. Gen Z, I only smoke weed, I don't drink. It's funny because I keep reading these things that are saying that like the alcohol companies are freaking out because I guess Gen Z and like Gen Alpha or whatever it's called, they're like drinking less. And first they were drinking hard seltzer, now they're just not drinking at all. So they're kind of like, they have all this inventory, all these like unsold bottles of alcohol that they can't sell because the older generations are passing away, and then it's like the newer generations aren't drinking as much. Yeah, you're gonna lose profit. So it's kind of crazy. And I don't see anyone smoking cigarettes anymore. Now I know that this is very exclusive to certain areas, because like I was in Pennsylvania, for example, a few years ago, and a lot of people smoked cigarettes. And then in Florida, I never see people smoking cigarettes, at least where I am. I'm a little closer to the coast. I'm a little farther south. So it's kind of more of like a health-focused culture. It's not quite as, people party, but there's not as much like, people vape though. Everyone vapes. Everyone has a vape. Which Winter Olympic sports are you looking most forward to? I don't know any of the winter sports. I do love when the Olympics come, and just watching like the snowboarding and the luging and stuff like that. I don't know. What are the cool events? It's been 3 years since I discovered your channel. I don't regret it. Your content is definitely worth watching. Relax for sleep. ASMR should be recognized for curing. I think it does cure anxiety, yeah. I mean, anything that just puts you in a good, positive mindset and helps you relax is important, because I know for me, it can be hard to relax, like after work. You're kind of hyped up, or you're exhausted, and you're just kind of like over it. So it feels good to, just be able to kind of relax into the night. Can we hear your normal talking voice? I mean, this is pretty much my normal talking voice. I'm just trying to talk quietly because, it's ASMR style. Most of my peers are Gen Z, barely drink. I can hear about casinos not getting much Gen Z consumption. Yeah, it's, but I think there's a whole nother host of problems with some of the younger generations. And I know I'm going to sound like an old man, but, it's like, they say also like, less people are getting married, less people are having children, less people are doing, I guess, like more traditional things. And there's kind of a shift to like focusing on yourself and all this stuff, which is fine. But, I definitely do want to have kids one day, I would think. Well, we'll see. But, are you going to post more lives often? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see, guys. It's, I'll have to see if I get engagement, or if you guys actually enjoy these. And I want to figure out kind of a format that makes sense for the lives. And not just come on here and just babble because I kind of do that in my videos. So maybe you guys can help me brainstorm. And feel free to comment like in my videos, guys. If you can, any video you watch, just put a comment. It all pops up on my phone. And just let me know like what, if I had kind of a recurring, show or thing or whatever that, I did once a day or once a couple times a week. Would you guys watch? What would you guys want to see? I'm really kind of wanting to brainstorm for myself, but I would like to do more lives and engage with you guys more and all that stuff. Yeah. Eating snacks or quizzes will be fun, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to see what I want to do. But yeah, it's just nice to hop on. Sounds of Someone's never hurt on a live, just random stuff, to be honest. I like your lives. Well, thank you, Happy. Yeah, I don't know, I just think about different. For me, I'm going for the sounds, it's like the visuals. I need to work on the visuals too, but it's like, you see, it's just like fan background. There's not a whole lot of like interesting stuff in the shot, so sense of random triggers can be good. Yes. Choose someone and have a discussion about anything, like two people talking. How is your TikTok and IG posting? Oh, terrible. Terrible, Brandy. Yeah, it's awful. For a while, I was just, every time I would post a video on YouTube, I would post like a short clip of it on my TikTok. And my goal is to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok so I can start going live there, because I'd be curious to see what the engagement would look like, even though I have a much smaller following. I have about 17,000 subs here on YouTube, which is amazing. I mean, I'm very, very grateful. TikTok, I think I'm at 500 something right now. So, but TikTok's tough. Like, TikTok's much tougher. I've heard it's tougher to monetize. YouTube I really like. When you stick to it and you post and then you eventually get monetized, it's nice. I mean, you can make good money for sure. You get paid essentially per view. It's like, I don't really even know what the number is. It's changed a lot, but it's usually like a few bucks for every like 1,000 views or something like that. So, yeah, then people are just like, you guys are just very generous. You just watching the videos. Like, some people send gifts, but like just watching the video and posting a comment or liking it like helps the algorithm, and that really helps me more than anything. Like, you guys are always welcome to send stuff if you want. And maybe one day I'll have like a P.O. box or something if you guys want to send, because I would love for you guys to send like some different foods or different maybe international or like state specific foods or things you guys have, and maybe we can do something like that. But yeah, I certainly don't want to give out my actual address for obvious reasons, but maybe a P.O. box or something. But what I'm thinking is maybe I can do something like that, where I have like a P.O. box and I say, hey guys, send me whatever, and then we can kind of like, based on what I get, we can do videos, and then I'll give you like a shout out if I use your thing. Like, that could be an interesting idea. If you did a Patreon with early access, yeah, that's kind of my next step, guys, and that's something I'm brainstorming, is kind of going outside of YouTube or beyond YouTube, to kind of have a second avenue. And honestly, I'm thinking of a lot of different things. I've thought of like Twitch, I've thought of Patreon, I've thought of like OnlyFans, and I know it's like OnlyFans is everyone kind of associates with porn and stuff, but OnlyFans is a really good way to actually get out there and get your stuff out there. It doesn't have to be your stuff. It can be other stuff. But I want to continue to scale, I really have fun making these videos and I enjoy the engagement, and I also look at it like a business. I want to get bigger and scale and make more money and make better videos. That's the thing too. I don't want to just like post BS and be like, yeah, guys, keep watching. I I like when you guys like the videos and send comments. Like, I need that for my ego. It's very important. I like to be validated constantly. So when you guys send me nice comments, it like gives me fuel to keep going. Like, if you guys stopped commenting, I would probably just not even want to post. I'd be like, what's the point? I'm kind of a believer in, like, sometimes it's one thing to do the work, to do something nice for someone, but sometimes you got to be seen doing it, you know? Like, it's like when you tip you put a cash tip for someone, you know, the coffee desk person, and then, you know, it's like you're waiting for them to look and see that you did it, because, like, what's the point of tipping unless they know you did it? So now you're back into my life just like that. Yeah, I'm like your toxic ex. You are the GOAT. Thank you, DX Duke 4N. Thank you. Your videos are some of my faves. Thank you, Morgan. You guys are my faves. You should do a Patreon, please. I would pay $10 a month for more. Well, that's the thing too, guys. I would love to do something like that. Even maybe have like an exclusive, like, you know, maybe I have a free channel that has like ads or something, and then I could have, you know, a paid channel where I take off the ads and I could do like more exclusive content. I think I'm going to ask for your guys' help in helping me brainstorm what that might look like, because you guys are the watchers. You guys are the people who are going to enjoy. So, like, what would you pay money for? And not even so much, but what would get you guys excited to where you would actually pay money for? You know, it's like, you know, you watch my videos and okay, great, they're free, you watch them, but like, what would it take to take that next step and be like, yeah, I would subscribe to that. Like, I would pay monthly for that. And yes, I'm sure some people would say, like, sexual things, you know, but like, yeah, I mean, I get a lot of very friendly, nice comments from lovely people, a lot. And you'll see in my videos, I always put in the description the, you know, if you want like a private video or something to email me, I will say if anyone has sent me some sort of, you know, request for a video and I haven't responded, or I've been ghosting you, I apologize. I'm guilty, and I want to get back to it because I do like making the videos. I have done a few private videos of like various, you know, degrees and stuff. So if you are interested in learning more, email me. You can go to any of my videos, and the description has the email, and just, you know, let me know what you want to see. I would keep the ads on your channel and make a Patreon too. Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, I haven't really talked much about the ads. I know it's a sore spot for some people. I myself watch ASMR, and I get pissed off when an ad interrupts. It annoys the crap out of me. But I will say, just to play devil's advocate, you make a lot more money with the ads. So if your goal is to make money, and if you guys ever start a YouTube channel and you get monetized, and then you ever click the box, it literally is clicking a box. Like, you don't put the ads in yourself. You just like click a box that says add mid-roll ads, and YouTube tells you like, oh, you know, it's going to be at like a natural break point. It's going to be seamless. Like, they're barely going to notice. YouTube makes it like very soft. Like, don't worry. But what I've learned through feedback from you guys, and from watching myself, is that if I don't make my videos really loud, then the ads, because I've learned that the video itself is not tied to the volume of the ads. It's like two separate volumes. So if I make my video loud, the ad will seem softer by comparison. And I could be wrong on that. Please let me know if I am. But I believe that's the case. So I'll turn my videos up. So by contrast, the ad doesn't like scare you guys, because I know exactly how that feels when you're like in the zone and you're like, oh yeah, this is such a chill video. And then it's just like it's like a slap chop advertisement or whatever, and it wakes you up. I always felt like you gave PG vibe, like you don't even do shirtless videos like other ASMR guys. I feel like if I did a shirtless video, I would probably not be able to monetize it. YouTube is kind of weird with with all that stuff. I mean, any of these social media platforms are weird with any sort of like nudity, but even if it's just, taking your shirt off, I don't really know what the rules are. Nor do I really want to take my shirt off, but I go to the gym, but I did leg day today. But I'm not exactly rocking a six pack right now. This country is too much right now. I took an edible and no, fixated on you. This country is too much. Yeah, it's funny. I just hear people make like statements like that. They'll just be like, "Oh, it's crazy what's going on these days," and it's funny to me because like that could be referring to any number of things, and it's just safe to stay out of it. Maybe something more risky for Patreon. I am not familiar with Patreon at all. I've never been on Patreon. I really don't know what it's about. I mean, like Twitch, I've been on a couple times. I don't really. I feel a little bit out of the game when it comes to, like these different platforms. Like, what's still popular? What are people still using? I mean, for me, YouTube is tried and true. I know how to use it. I mean, it generates me some income, which is cool. And I mean, everyone I think wants to have a side hustle. The side hustles are tough to find, even in 2025. So I'm grateful for YouTube and for you guys. Getting MAGA vibes. I'm not MAGA. That's what I'm saying. That's what's funny. Like, and I'll stay out. I'm not going to give any like political opinions, but it's more so opinions about just like the way politics work. I think is very funny, or just kind of like the way I've seen the world shift in the sense of like, I'm trying to like sound political as I say this, but no, it's funny. It's like people will kind of say you're like, you make one statement and it's kind of like you're kind of in this package now. So people just tell me, they just joke like I look MAGA just because I'm like a tall white guy. So I'm just like, geez. But keep in mind, guys, I am from San Francisco. I live in, I do live in Florida, which is much more conservative. But so it's almost like you use your own imagination. But I've seen both sides. Like San Francisco is very, very liberal, and Florida, by comparison, is much more conservative. So it's just like I have lived in two very different worlds. Now you pops, the chat room is getting eh. Yeah, it's I feel like to talk about politics, you have to have like a political channel. Like you have to warn people ahead of time, like, hey, we're going to talk politics. And there's going to be opinions, because you can't really talk about politics without expressing some opinions. Like you're not a news anchor. You're not, I'm not here like reporting the news. Like I'm just giving you opinions and thoughts and feelings and stuff. So, but yeah, I do enjoy it because I do enjoy some drama. That's why I like sports. That's why I love being a 49er fan, because every year is drama. That's why I somehow watch all these Love is Blind shows and all that. I love the gossip. People just want you to agree with them. I don't think that's any different, though. I think that's always been the case. I think people have always wanted you to agree with them. I just think everything is amplified because of social media. I do believe that, too. I mean, think about it like with TikTok, for example. I scroll through TikTok all the time. I know a lot of people do. And just a video will pop up, hey, look what's happening here, look what's happening there. And it's like instant. I didn't even know it was happening 5 seconds ago. And now I have this like really graphic video. Oh, people are coming home now. So it's like, yeah, it's really crazy to kind of see that. And I'm instant, and then I'm outraged, because it's like, oh, no, I have to do my research and all these things. So it's kind of like, but I'm a Titans fan. It's a good thing I just enjoy football these last couple of years. Listen, Cam Ward is a UM guy. I think he'll be good. By the way, yeah, really was rooting hard for in the college football championship game. So I know it was close. They almost did it, but good for Indiana. That Mendoza guy is going to be good, and he's going to go to the Raiders, which is funny. So hopefully he doesn't get sacked a million times on the Raiders. But guys, I do need to bounce. Got a few things I got to do. I'm great to be back. I'm happy to be back. Let's go. We'll hang out again, guys, soon. Talk to you. Thanks so much for joining.